in the big program that is a well-known treatment for Parkinson's. Our biggest goal is for you to get back to what matters to you, whether that be your favorite hobbies, keeping up with your children or your grandchildren, or simply getting around your home with ease. At Advance, we know you have a choice when it comes to physical therapy. We hope you choose Advance PT. We are conveniently located across from the high school track and football field. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
The Eagle 102 starting lineups on KJFM are sponsored by Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy.
And our starters for this matchup on senior night at Monroe City. First for the 6-10 Panthers. They're coached by Brock Idris. They'll start a 5'11 senior, number 0, Reese Bulig. Senior at 6'3, number 1, Jalen Countryman. A freshman at 6'4", number 20, Brett Holland. A freshman at 5'9", number 21, Toby Sapp. And a senior at 5'8", number 22, Landon Holland rounds out the starting five. For the Bowling Green Bobcats, they're 7-8, coached by Craig Smith. They'll start a senior at 5'10", number 0, Brandon Gam. Senior at 6 foot, number 1, Marcus Starks gets a start tonight. 6'4", junior, number 10, Blaine Bryant. Number 23, a 6'3 sophomore, Jace Askew. And a senior at 6 foot, number 32, Zach Gibson, rounds out the starting five for Bowling Green. So again, from Monroe City, it's Bulig, Countryman, Holland, Sapp, and Holland. And for Bowling Green, it's Gam, Starks, Bryant, Askew, and Gibson. Those are the starting five for both sides. We're about 5 minutes away from basketball. Extended between game show here between these two teams. We'll say we had some problems earlier, got the stream going. So if you're wanting to watch this game on KJFM radio.com, it is up and going, and we'll post the girls game later. But this one will be up in its entirety live right now for this Bowling Green Monroe City matchup. We'll take a break, come back just minutes away from basketball here from Monroe City on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ Salon.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Love is in the air, and you'll love the rates at People's Savings Bank. With flexible terms from 6 months to 24 months, get more for your money with annual percentage yields as high as 4%. Open and paid stated APY. Terms and conditions may change. Ask for details.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service. But did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Just about 3.5 minutes away from introductions of players here. They did the anthem before the game. We see Fish over there at the end of the bench.
Yes, I do.
Is our intern.
That's right. Does the is it correspondent for us?
Yes. The senior Bowling Green correspondent.
That's right. Comes in and
not just because he's a senior, right?
No, he's just in a job shadow program.
Yeah.
Our daughter's in one too.
Exactly, but he would be the senior correspondent.
Yes,
because
he is. That's right. He is the senior correspondent.
He has been in that role longer.
That's right.
There you go. Bowling Green and Monroe City set to do battle. The girls' game went to Bowling Green by a point, 40-39. And just to recap, Bowling Green had a 3 to 5 point lead most of the night. Monroe City came back in the final minutes, took a 1 point lead. Bowling Green takes the ball down. Kaylin Charlton drains a three to put Bowling Green up 40-39 after a missed free throw. Could have made it a 3 point lead for Monroe City. And they take a timeout, come out, 11.8 seconds to go. Took their time coming up the floor, only had time for one rush shot.
Right.
And that rimmed out, and Bowling Green escapes with the 40-39 victory to start this senior night at Monroe City High School. So about 2 minutes away from the introductions here. We'll take one final break. Basketball just minutes away from Monroe City High School on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Fessler Insurance Agency, a branch of Country Financial, and Custom Work Salon.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing Merc BK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan at Pike County Mutual Insurance Company. We take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clucky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company on the square in Bowling Green.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
Introductions being made. The lights going out here at Monroe City for the introduction of the Panthers. They didn't do that for the girls, but they've got a hype video playing on the Jumbotron here, and a lot of flashing lights. Not for the faint of heart. They've even got lights underneath the bench seating for Monroe City as they play the whole hype video, including some highlights from the last few years from the Misha Championships. And now they start the clapping. We're right next to the hype section. They've got smoke. They've got a smoke machine here at Monroe City. That's the lights and the smoke. That's a new element to the high school introductions here in 2023. Whatever you need to do to hype up the crowd. As Monroe City doing it up big here on senior night at Monroe City High School. Take one more break, come back with the opening tip in 1 minute on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Sun Window Company, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Meyer Implement Company.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
As they wait for the smoke to clear out after the pregame introductions here on Monroe City, the lights are back on. They've got the Jumbotron. I mean, that was a four-tier introduction for the Monroe City Panthers as they come out 6-10 on the season. Bowling Green 7-8, so both teams a game under 500. It'll be Blaine Bryant jumping center for Bowling Green against Brent Howland. And the ball is up. Bowling Green wins it on a big jump by Blaine Bryant to the near side. Marcus cut off and falls down, and they're going to call him for a travel. Turnover right off the bat for Bowling Green, gives it to the Panthers just 7 seconds into the ball game. Countryman ahead for Bulig. He wears 00. Long pass into the offensive end to Tony Sapp. Sapp kicks it back for Bulig. Buehler over to the far side for Holland. That's Landon Holland for Jalen Countryman. Back to Holland. To Buehler. Buehler back to Holland. To the free throw line for Brent Holland. His shot's no good. Follow-up is good. That's Countryman with the first points of the ball game. So an early 2-0 lead for Monroe City. Here's Starks for three. He gives Bowling Green the lead back. 3-2 on that long range tray. Buehler gives up the dribble in the backcourt, gets to Holland. He stays in bounds into a double team. Askew all over him. So is Gibson, and a timeout taken by the Panthers. Just 1 minute into this ball game, they trail Bowling Green 3-2 here in the first on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Silex Banking Company, and Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
Fast start to this ball game, 3-2 a minute in, but the play has been back and forth both ways. And Monroe City forced to burn a timeout in front of the Bowling Green bench. Holland set to inbound. That's Landon. And he's looking for Brent Holland. He goes to the corner instead for Tony Sapp. Sapp gets it back to Buehler to the near side for Holland. Holland to Countryman. Countryman back up top for Holland. Dumps it down low, shot good, and a foul. That's Brent Holland. His first points tonight. Gives Monroe City back the lead. It could be a 2-point lead with the free throw. The foul.
That's going to be the first on Zach Gibson. He picks up the first fouls of the whole game.
And Brent Holland sinks the free throw, and it's a 2-point lead. 5-3 Monroe City here in the first. Long pass ahead. Gibson with it. Try to get it to Bryant. Goes to the floor. Picked up by Eskew. Behind the back dribble. Gets loose. He was being held up by Countryman. He has it. Got away with a bit of a travel as well. Out of bounds back to Bowling Green. That was a mess. 5-3.
4 turnovers so far in this game already.
Yeah, in the first minute and a half. Good crossover by Gam. Gets it to Eskew for three. In and out. Rebound tipped up. Starks gets it. Back to Bryant. Now a three from the other side. That's long. And the rebound grabbed by Tony Sapp. Off the miss by Gibson. Minute 50 gone here in the first. 5-3. Panthers lead Bowling Green. Countryman with it on the far side. Jalen back up for Brent Holland. Holland bothered by Wayne Bryant. Gets it to Countryman. Now to Buehler. Reese Buehler. Over to the far side for Countryman. Countryman back for Holland. Holland back to Countryman on the far side. In the corner. Now back up top for Buehler. It's the near side for Landon Holland. Holland starts his dribble. Gives it back to Buehler. Now through Sapp, and it's tipped out of bounds by Eskew. It's going to stay with Monroe City with 5:29 to go in the first. 5-3 as both Hollands check out. Like this is more of the regular lineup as Blake Fainer comes in. With it is Moss, just into the ballgame, Ryan Moss. Out high for Quincy Mayfield. Out of Buehler. Near side for Countryman. Back up top. Here's a three, top of the key. That's good. Drops right through Moss with the tray. And it's 8-3, a 5-point lead for Monroe City. Here's Starks. Lost the ball, but he's fouled. I think they're going to get Buehler on that. And it is the first on Reese Buehler. First against the Panthers with 5:07 to go in the first.
They've got to move the student section.
Yeah, the Spirit section is up, and they haven't sat down yet. Here's Eskew. Back to Bryant. Blaine kicks it to the corner. Floater of a pass out high as Drew Dalton came out of the corner to Starks. Starks to the hoop. No, but a foul. And they're going to call an offensive foul, I think, on Starks. Get him for the charge, much to the delight of the home crowd. His first foul, team second. And bringing it up the floor is Quincy Mayfield. Mayfield leaves it. Bulig over to the far side for Countryman. Jalen Countryman back to Reese Bulig. His three. Long. Rebound. Two Bobcats fought for it. And now we're going to have a foul whistled on Quincy Mayfield.
Brandon Graham, I think he left about, I don't know, half his knee on the floor.
Yeah, that sounded like he skidded to a stop pretty quick. It is the first on Mayfield. Graham across the line with it. To Dalton. Shot from the baseline. That's good. And the first points of the night for SQ. 8-5.
He had a good tournament. He named to the all-tournament team.
Here's a three. No. Passed it up. Now he takes it. That shot's good. Moss, his second tray. And it's 11-5. 6-point lead, the biggest so far for Monroe City. Here's Starks from the corner for three. No, hits the side of the backboard. SQ, put back, yes. He's got 4. 11-7, Monroe leads. Down to 3:48 to go here in the first quarter. Pass tipped and taken away. Good work by Dalton to SQ. Now for Starks. Starks back to SQ. Jace. Oh, found a little room there. Kicks it to the corner. Here's the three. Over everything. Got to go up for the easy one there. They left 2 points on the board for an attempt from the corner for a three. Bulig off that Bowling Green miss. Countryman on the near point, back up high as Moss has been electric from beyond the arc to start. And that one tipped around, last touch. Ooh, I thought it went off. Well, now they're going to talk about it and they're going to get it right. Went off of Blake Panner for Monroe City. There was no second tip. 3:11 to go. It was the right call. Despite some O's.
I think we're surrounded by an opposing opinion.
Yeah. I'm fine with it. Here's Dalton to SQ. Back to Dalton for three. No. And the rebound picked up by Panner. To Mayfield. Mayfield. Quincy on the half-court stripe. Gives it to Reese Bulig. Bulig. Now for Moss, who's been fantastic from beyond the arc. Here he is again with a three. No. And finally, a miss. Blaine Bryant, the rebound for the Bobcats with 2.5 to go. Kicks it out. Starks for three. Yes, his second tray of the night. Marcus makes it a 1-point game. 11-10 Monroe City. 2:20 to go in the first quarter. Here's Bulig with it. Popped away from behind. And here comes Starks, ahead of the pack. Oh, he was going to go dunk, but lost control. Gets the layup, and a timeout taken as Bowling Green takes back the lead. 12-11, 2:08 to go in the first quarter from Monroe City on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Kraus Realty, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ Salon.
2:08 to go in the first quarter. Bowling Green leads Monroe City by 1, 12-11. Bowling Green Lady Cats beats the Lady Panthers 40-39 earlier tonight. Some late heroics from
Kaylin Charlton.
Yeah,
she
with
had
the three.
24 points for the whole game.
Yeah, that was a big night. Bulig in the backcourt for the Panthers. Gets it to Moss. Moss back to Bulig, and they cross the line. It's on the near side for Moss. Bulig for Monroe City. Back to Moss again. Drops it center of the lane. Bulig in and out. Rebound. Bowling Green was kind of staring at it, and Bulig came in and ties it up. Stays with Monroe City with 1:49 to go. Moss to Bulig off the inbound. His three, no good. Bounced off the rim a couple times. Eskew the rebound for the Bobcats. Gets it ahead. That's Neil Rainey. Rainey gives it back to Gibson for three. Yes. Zach Gibson with a tray. 15-11. 4-point Bobcat lead here with 1:27 to go in the first quarter. Bulig back to the near side for Moss. Here's Holland for three, in and out. And the rebound tied up between Rainey and Toby Sapp. And Rainey saps Monroe City of the possession. Askew inbounds on the alternating arrow. Here's Gam. Gam to Rainey. Rainey against Holland. His arm grabbed, got away with the pass. Ball goes to the floor. Askew back to Rainey for three from the corner, no good. Rebound knocked out and picked up by Sapp. Knocked away momentarily. Now to Moss in the offensive end. Another three for Moss. Off the mark. He's missed two in a row. And the rebound grabbed by Bowling Green. Good work on that one by Gibson. Gibson to the far side for Askew for three. No, that corner three just not working, but nice tip out rebound by Rainey. And he has it again for the Bobcats. Center of the lane, floater. And he's going to shoot a couple of free throws. Monroe City fans wanted a charge. Not going to happen in that instance.
No, but I mean, everybody seemed to really go down
Dominoes.
hard. Yes. The foul called on Brent Holland. That's his first, team's third.
32.2 seconds to go in the first. As Rainey tries to add to the 4-point lead. Short on the first one. Back in the ball game is Jalen Countryman. He replaces the three-point maestro, Ryan Moss.
We got a couple of, actually three of them that have three-pointers. Ryan Moss with a couple, Marcus Starks with a couple of three-pointers, and Zach Gibson with one.
Second shot missed everything, goes out of bounds. Rainey has really struggled from the line here in this 22-23 season. A timeout taken after the misses with 32.2 seconds to go. Bowling Green up on Monroe City, 15-11 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Fessler Insurance Agency, a branch of Country Financial, and Custom Work Salon.
Community State Bank of Missouri in Bowling Green and Troy, where the #1 priority is the customer and adding new services to help simplify your life and building a strong, high-performance financial services organization. Community State Bank in Bowling Green and Troy, your community bank since 1887, member FDIC.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a Taste of Philly.
32.2 seconds to go in the first quarter. Been a long first quarter. 15-11 Bowling Green leads.
I think it seems that way because there's been 3 timeouts already in the first.
Holland gets it across the line to Bulig. Bulig kicks it. Oh, nice play coming back by Starks. And they're going to say last touch.
Yeah, they're going to say it. That went off of Toby Sapp.
So Starks hit it. Sapp got it off his fingertips. And back to Bowling Green with 25.2 seconds to go. And
otherwise, it was excellent salesmanship by Marcus Starks.
Yeah. Down to 18 seconds. Ball tipped away and taken by Bulig. Oh, left it there, though. Picked back up by Gam. Ahead, Starks. Pops, scores from about 8 foot out.
Yes,
Marcus.
10 points already.
17-11. Bowling Green up by 6 here. Down to 3 seconds. Turnaround shot. Holland. No. And there's the buzzer. Shot was late. And Bowling Green has a 6-point lead after the opening 8 minutes. 17-11, back with the second after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Sun Window Company, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Meyer Implement Company.
As many as 50% of people don't take their medication as prescribed. Missing or not taking medication can be deadly. For questions about medication, visit your local Health Mart pharmacy, Bowling Green Pharmacy, located right on the square at 8 North Court in Bowling Green.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
17-11, Bowling Green leads after 8 minutes. Electronic April Phonic here at Monroe City High School on a Friday night. We are deep in the Monroe City side of this gymnasium.
And it's senior night.
Yes.
And
so big crowd.
In that first quarter, Marcus Starks with a pair of 3-pointers and then a couple of more buckets. He had 10 points for just the first quarter. Zach Gibson has 3. Jace Eskew has 4. And from Monroe City, after the first quarter, it's Ryan Moss with a couple of 3-pointers, so he leads with 6. Brent Holland has 3 points and 2 for Jalen Countryman.
Samp to inbound to Bulig to start the second quarter. He takes it across the line. To Holland, that's Landon. Out to Brent Holland. To the near side now for Samp. Out high for Bulig. Bulig, turnaround shot, and that one's good. His first points in this ball game. Make it a 4-point game. Gam for the Bobcats. Charlton in there now for Bowling Green. Starks, lob pass. Turn around, that's Dalton. Ball knocked away. Kicks it back, tipped again. Starks gonna get it off a knee now. He's got it back. Knocked away again. On the floor, Charlton. Still loose, picked up by Gam to Starks. Over Holland, no. And Bowling Green overjumps the rebound. 2 players there, they both overjumped it. It's picked up by Holland.
Somebody get the Benny Hill music.
Yeah. Gonna have to slow this thing down. Bulig hands it off. No, doesn't hand it off for Holland. Now comes out top for Sapp. No relation to Warren. Gives it back to Landon Holland. To Sapp again. Out high for Reese Bulig. Now for Jalen Countryman. Countryman back to Reese Bulig. Reese kicks it out for Holland. That's Landon. Hands it off for Countryman, now for Bulig in the center of the conference logo on the far side for the Clarence Cannon Conference. Bulig hands it off for Landon Holland again to Countryman. Oh, wide open. Holland back cut, no good. And on the rebound, we're going to have a foul on Holland as Starks picked up the ball.
That'll be the first on Landon.
With 6:04 to go and wholesale changes for both sides. That's right, each Holland has one now. And Gibson across the line for Bowling Green as Coach Smith wants him to push. Here's Starks. Starks to the corner, and we're going to have an offensive foul. Eskew lost control of the ball and dropped the shoulder to pick it up and took out Reese Bulig.
It'll be the first on Jace. Team's third.
Does it seem like there may be some dead spots or something? They just refinished this floor, but people are just losing control on the dribble. Far side with it is Mayfield. Back in from Moss. He has a couple of threes. Be careful of him. To Mayfield. Far side now for Moss. Out high for Mayfield. Being a lot more patient are the Panthers on this possession. Here's Bulig from the corner for 3. Long. Turns into a pass. Kick out and taken away by Starks. Had to pass that. Oh, and it's off a foot out of bounds. And it was Starks' foot.
Yeah, he's done that about 3 times now.
As this is kind of the same kind of turnovers they had against Winfield. They need to get back to how they played Clopton. Bulig And what do we have? Over and back. He wasn't across the line, says the official on the near side when he received that pass. 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Bowling Green by 4. 17-13. Here's a three for Charlton. Good. Oh, man. Jackson Charlton.
I like how he left the hand up like it's good times.
Oh, yeah. Don't worry. It's good. Knocked out of bounds by Charlton. He got a haircut, and now he's a baller. Making it happen on both ends of the floor. It'll be Monroe City ball. Youngster on the sideline almost got hit by that pass from the official. Excuse me, sir?
May I help you?
Yeah. Near side, Moss drops one in, and it's going to be a foul on Blaine Bryant as he got into the back of Fanner. 4:26 to play here in the first half. The Bobcats up 20-13. It's their biggest lead of the night. Charlton checks out. That shot by Countryman's no good. The rebound taken away by Eskew.
Eskew's hand's like a tennis racket up there.
Yes, it is.
He kind of bats it where he wants it to go.
Here's Stark, steps inside three, kicks it out to the near side. Here's the three from the corner. That's no good. Stop with the corner three. It ain't working, Eskew. The lob pass out for Gam. Back to Eskew for three. That one just off the mark. Rebound out of bounds and last touched by the Panthers. With 3:31 to go. Second quarter, 5-point Bobcat lead. A great crowd we have tonight here at Monroe City. They are into this ball game. Eskew is fouled by Bulig. That's going to be Reese's second.
Yep, I think he held on just a little too long. Looked like he had a handful of ball, but when you shove it down someone's throat at the end of it, it's the finishing move there.
Yeah. Doesn't get the flawless victory. Instead, Eskew goes to the line with 3:27 to go. He hits the first of two free throws. He's got 5 points in the ball game. 21-15, back to a 6-point Bowling Green lead. Bryant checks out. And then a second shot as Grody replaced him is good. 6 points for Jace Eskew. 22-15 Bowling Green lead, 3:25 to go. Over to the far side, it's Mayfield across the line. Long pass through the hands of Jalen Countryman, out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Bobcats. And Jace Eskew trips the official. He stayed on his feet. No worse for wear. Here's Eskew for three from the near side. Yes! Ooh. Two off the rim. Two bounces off the rim before it went down. And it's 25-15, a 10-point Bowling Green lead, and that's out of bounds. It was going to be either out of bounds or a backcourt violation as Mayfield lost it right down his leg and toward the near sideline. He'll check out. Lots of changes as Coach Idris not afraid to mix things up. Here's Eskew for the Bobcats. 3 minutes to go here in the first half. Gam back to Eskew, tip pass to Starks. Marcus back to Jace. Over to the far side for Gam. Far corner for Gibson. Gibson kicks it back up to Eskew. Top of the key, three, yes. He just stepped around his man and trained another tray to make it 28-15. Bowling Green up by 13 here in the final 2.5 of the first half. Holland got away with a bit of a travel, gives it to Moss. Center of the lane for Bulig. Kick out. Holland didn't have time for the three. Gives it back to Moss. And a two-hand push there from Zach Gibson.
Gonna call that on Jace Eskew, I think.
No, it's on Gibson.
No, I read it backward, yeah.
2:19 to play here in the first half.
I read the ref's hands backwards. I guess.
Yeah, well, it was pretty obvious that it was on Gibson. Holland. Out high with it. Over to the far side for Sapp. Down to the baseline for the other Holland. And he throws it away. Couldn't connect. Brent couldn't get the ball to Landon, and it goes out of bounds. Back to Bowling Green with 2 minutes to go. Gam with 1:56 on the clock. Far side, Dalton. To the near corner. That's Askew. Knocked away and taken away by Toby Sapp. Sapp had it knocked away his pass by Dalton. So nice play by Drew Dalton. Here's Starks, a little too much on that finger roll. Gives it back to Monroe City. 1:29 to go. Still the Bobcats by 13 at 28-15. With it is Ryan Moss. Look out for him. Gets it to Bulig at the high blocks. Back to Landon Holland, top of the key. He gave up his dribble. Now gives the ball to Bulig. Over to Moss on the far side. Bulig with Grody in front of him. Aiden Grody, but he gets it to fall somehow. Bulig with 4 points here in the quarter. And the Bobcat lead cut to 11. Minute to go. Here's a three, far side. That one drops through. Finally got that corner three to go for Drew Dalton. 31-17. Down to 50 seconds to go in the half. Got the halftime report coming up. Here's Holland with it on the near side to Sapp, to Bulig. Taken away from him by Marcus. Starks is fouled from behind. That's going to be the third or second foul on Landon Holland. Second foul on Holland with 40.4 seconds to go. Gam will check out. Blaine Bryant. Actually, Gam's not going to check out, but Bryant is going to come in for Aiden Grody. 40.4 seconds to go, 31-17. And Marcus Starks at the line to shoot a pair. First shot, good. He's got 11. 32-17. The next for Starks is good as well. He's got a dozen. The Bowling Green lead, 33-17. Far side with it is Quincy Mayfield. For Ryan Moss. Moss back to Mayfield. Thought about a long three with Dalton Gam in front of him. Out high, here's Moss. To the near side for Mayfield. Skip pass back to Bulig, to Moss. Down to Countryman, and it looked like he was rearing up for a dunk, but he was about 5 foot away, and Askew bails him out with a foul.
It's the second on Jace.
9.9 seconds to go. And Jalen Countryman at the line to shoot a pair. First one's good. 33-18. 9.9 on the clock. Plenty of time for the Bobcats to get it up the floor. Second shot is no good. Bryant on the rebound is fouled.
And that's going to be the third on Landon Holland.
He gets his money's worth. He is a senior.
It's 8 fouls now for Monroe City.
So Bryant will shoot a 1-and-1 with 8.8 seconds to go. And they'll make a couple more changes. Bulig back in. They'll go to the end of the bench as well. With 8.8 seconds to go. And the shot is good for Blaine.
So he'll pick up another. His lead goes to 34-18.
One more shot for the junior, and that one is good as well. High arcing free throws for Sideshow, and he hit them both. 35-18. Monroe City trying to go the length of the floor. Bulig to the corner. Here's a three attempt. That one's short. Bulig put back. No, and that'll do it. Shot won't count. The second putback. 35-18 is our score. Bowling Green ahead as we go to the break here from Monroe City High School on senior night here on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 halftime report is coming up. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Building relationships, supporting the community, and service. These are the things Country Financial stands for. We're more than just an office you may pass by as you drive through town. We're neighbors who lend a helping hand and support the fabric of our community, including charitable organizations, sports, financial education, and civic organizations. Since we're already neighbors, let's get together to chat. Call your local Country Financial representatives, Luke and Aaron Fessler, today at 217-285-4429 to talk about the things that are important to you and how we can help you protect them.
If you're ready to start tanning but feel like you never have time, Custom Work Salon in Bowling Green has the answer for you. Chrissy and the gang now offer 24-hour tanning. For only $55 a month, you can get your glow on. Custom Works also has new hours. On Tuesdays, the salon is open until 8 p.m. Visit their Facebook page for a full list of times. Custom Works Salon, 405 South Court Street in Bowling Green.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
It's now time for the Eagle 102 halftime report on KJFM, sponsored by Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green.
The Dancers from Monroe City on the floor after two quarters. Bowling Green ahead, 35-18. And a pretty good first half for the Bobcats. There's some areas where they can clean things up a little bit. They get a little wild at times. Those passes get a little sloppy at times. But it seems like they've been able to reel themselves back in and put together a couple of runs to extend this now to a 7-point lead after the first two quarters of this ball game. Mark Fronick, April Fronick back here in the broadcast booth. There's already two players for Bowling Green in double figures. A really good first quarter for Marcus Starks, and then Jace Eskew picked up that baton in the second half and ran with it.
Can you guess how many three-pointers we've had in the whole game?
I'm not looking down. I'm going to say 6.
9.
9 have gone down already in this ball game?
Guess how many of those are Bowling Greens?
How many?
7.
7 of 9. So Bowling Green is...
Yeah,
and
Marcus Starks has 2 3-pointers. Jace Eskew 2 3-pointers. Zach Gibson a 3-pointer. Drew Dalton a 3-pointer. Yeah. And then, Jackson Charlton a 3-pointer.
If they hadn't finally got that one from one corner from the far side to go down, I would have really started doubting that spot. They started off really cold from the corners. The point threes, those are looking really good from the left, the right, and the top of the key. So Bowling Green can keep it in those, and then keep Ryan Moss from shooting three balls on the other side.
No doubt.
Then this will be a pretty good, fun second half for the folks in red and black, and a sad way to end senior night for those in gold and black here. It's 35-18, Bowling Green ahead after two quarters. We'll go through the full first half scoring for you after this on KJFM.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Silex Banking Company, and Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Hi, this is Brock Mitchell, and I am a physical therapist with Advanced Physical Therapy in Bowling Green. At Advanced Physical Therapy, we treat everything from sports injuries to work rehabilitation, arthritis, and post-surgical rehabilitation. This includes spinal care, balance issues, and vestibular treatment. You have a choice when it comes to physical therapy, and we hope you choose Advanced Physical Therapy, conveniently located across from Bowling Green High School on Business 61. Call us today to schedule your next physical therapy appointment at 573-324-6079.
Think about all that's important to you, your family, your possessions, and your future. Pick up the phone and call Rick Rodhouse from Country Financial. He, along with his staff, will assist you with insurance coverage to protect what matters most, in addition to preparing you for the future. Best of all, Rick will take the time to get to know you and find solutions for your budget. For coverage you need at a price you can afford, contact Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency in Pleasant Hill to chat about your insurance needs today.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
You got your wish. More duck tossing here at halftime of the boys' game.
I'm a fan of it.
Bowling Green ahead, 35-18. Our first half scoring.
Yeah, so it was Bowling Green outscoring Monroe City 17-11 in that first quarter, and then really put it to them in the second, outscoring them 18-7 for this 35-18 score here at the half. For Monroe City, it is Ryan Moss. He had those 2 3-pointers for Monroe City in that first quarter, so he leads things with 6 points. Jalen Countryman has 5. Reese Bueling has 4, 3 for Brent Holland. Monroe City is 2 for 3 from the line overall. For Bowling Green, it's a two-way tie here. Jace Eskew and Marcus Starks each with 12 points apiece. Marcus had that big 10-point first quarter. Jace Eskew had himself a 8-point second quarter, so they just handed off quarters to one another. Yeah. But each of them have 12 points. 3 points for Jackson Charlton, 3 points for Zach Gibson, 3 for Drew Dalton, 2 for Blaine Bryant. After a cold start from the line, Bowling Green went 6 for 6 from the free throw line in that second quarter, so they are 6 for 8 overall from the charity stripe.
Yeah, really good second quarter shooting free throws for the Bobcats as they built themselves a 7-point lead.
And as Chuck Brandstetter would always say, it's really hard to catch up with a team when you're only scoring 2 to their 3.
Exactly.
And it's raining 3-pointers for Bowling Green. They have 7 3-pointers so far on the night.
35-18 is the Bobcat lead. They are after 2. A big second half coming. I think look for a Monroe City push here in the first 3-4 minutes of the third quarter. If Bowling Green can weather that, they can grab the victory here tonight on the road and make it an unhappy senior night here at Monroe City. 35-18 after 3. Back with the second half after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Kraus Realty, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
Cellular and Satellite Center is the only stop you need to make when it comes to satellite providers, offering DirecTV and Dish Network along with antenna installs. Wait, there's more. They also offer several options for internet service with Viasat, HughesNet, and AT&T. Hold on, there's still more. They can also do security system installations, have TVs in stocks, mounts, and cables. Now, a special message from Matthew Niemeyer himself.
If you call an 800 number and they say we will be the local installer, they are wrong.
Contact Matthew at Cellular and Satellite Center in Bowling Green, your local authorized dealer.
Don't have time to stop by the bank? That's not a problem if you're a customer of People's Bank and Trust. With our mobile and online banking service, you can now bank from anywhere. Deposit checks, pay bills, transfer funds between accounts, check the latest activity on your account, and view images of your checks, all from the convenience of your desktop and smartphone. So start banking on your schedule and download the People's Bank and Trust app today. People's Bank and Trust. Hometown banking the way it should be. Member FDIC.
This is Tracy Brookshire with Pike County Health Department Home Health and Hospice. Did you know our agency currently offers over 30 programs and services to our communities? The Women, Infant, and Children's Program, infant through adult immunizations, car seat safety courses, diabetes counseling, and of course our amazing home health and hospice programs, just to name a few. Learn more by visiting our website at pikecountyhealth.org and see what services you and your family could benefit from.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicky Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Start of the second half, Bowling Green with the ball to start quarter number 3. Here's Eskew with it on the near side. Guarded close by Beulah. Good crossover to get it away. And gives it to Gam on the far side. Gam caught. Needs some help. Needs some help. And there's the 5-second call. Or did they call the timeout? They did. I have missed more timeouts tonight than I think I have all season. 35-18. Bowling Green leads. 7:41 to go in the third on Eagle 102.
Your car, your stuff, your savings. Combine your auto and renter's insurance with a call to State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana. And let Cindy show you how to put life back in your life insurance. Auto, home, and life. Make your wallet happy. Here to help life go right, State Farm Insurance agent Cindy Blaylock in Louisiana.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
So Bowling Green, just like the first half, blows a timeout early.
Yes.
There were a lot of timeouts in the first 4 minutes of the first quarter of this ballgame. Here's Gam with it after the timeout. Kicks to the corner for Eskew. Pass was partially blocked, so he couldn't get the shot away. Trying to find some room. Kicks it back now to Gibson. Gibson leaves it for Starks. Steps inside 3. Shot from about 8 was about a foot short. Hit the front of the rim and taken away by Monroe City. Moss out through Bulig to Howland on the far side. That's Landon Howland. Back to Reese Bulig. Bulig to Howland again on the far point to Countryman. Jalen Countryman back to Landon Howland. Howland and Countryman and Bulig are the seniors on this team, and it's taken away by Bowling Green, and we're going to have a foul, a little reach in there against the Panthers. And it's on
Reese Bueling, that'll be his third. So he and Landon Holland each playing with 3 fouls for Monroe City.
Eskew inbounds for Gam in the backcourt. Token pressure, they work across the line. Kicks it to Starks in the far corner. Trying to get away from Countryman, gets it to Eskew. 6:46 to go in the third quarter. Here's Eskew, he had it stripped away by Howland, that's Brent Howland, and here comes Monroe City, and we're gonna have a foul on Starks as he knocked it away from Bulig coming across the line.
That'll be the second on Marcus.
6:38 to go in the third. First foul against the Bobcats here in the second half. Here's Gam. Good crossover. Kicks it back now for Gibson. Gibson. Long pass for Eskew. Into the corner now for Gam. Gam. Good cross. Gets past Bulig. To the near side. Here's Gibson for 3 from the point. A little long. Rebound knocked by Bryant over to Howland for Monroe City. To Bulig. Reese takes it across the line. 6:10 to play here in the third quarter. Landon Howland back to Reese Bulig. Corner. Coming out with it is Moss. Up and around. Back to Howland on the near point. To Bulig. They're just playing catch between the points. Bowling Green will let them do that. Moss back up for Bulig. To Howland again. Back to Bulig. It's down low. Howland off the glass. That's Brent Howland.
That back and forth passing lulled Bowling Green to sleep.
I was about asleep. Here's Gibson. Working against Howland. Gives it to Eskew. Stripped from behind. Got it back. Tips it to Gibson. Zach. Out high for Eskew. Over to the far side. Now corner for Marcus Starks. Starks. Leaves it for Zach Gibson. Spin move. Floater. Shot no good. Tip out rebound. Tipped up again. Here's Bulig with it. All the way, and it's knocked away, and they took a hard fall. Stark's going to pick up his third personal. 3 minutes into this third quarter. 5:02 to be exact. Reese Buelig to the line.
This will be the first trip to the line for Reese Bueling. Bowling Green had managed to play pretty clean through the first half.
Shot good. I got on the scoreboard that was just Marcus' second. What do you have?
I had that it was his third.
Well, so did I.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sure Bowling Green will take that.
Yeah.
So
hit the first. 35-21. And that one in, out, back in. And Holland going to check out. Back in is Toby Sapp. Bowling Green yet to score here in the third quarter as we played 3 minutes. They'll change that here on this possession to the near side. Gam. Oh, what a pass to Blaine Bryant. He dunks it home. A two-hander for Blaine Bryant. He's got 4 points. Wasn't expecting the dunk there, but he gave it to us. 4:40 to play in the third.
that Brennan Gam pass just threaded a needle.
Yes, it did. Right place for a bounce pass. That three is offline, but getting his own rebound is Sapp. Work it down low. Countryman off the glass for two. Jalen Countryman.
He has 7 points for the Panthers.
Game across the line. Here's Charlton. That shot over everything and picked up by Mayfield. Mayfield having trouble. Put on the brakes. I think he traveled. Here's Marcus on a long pass, and he puts the old windmill dunk on. Starks.
Brock Idris has seen enough of that.
He's got 14. Timeout on the floor. Midway point of the third quarter. 39-24. Bowling Green leads on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ Salon.
Bowling Green Tractor wants to change the way you think about yard work with their Ego 56-volt ARC lithium battery-powered lawnmowers, weed eaters, blowers, trimmers, and chainsaws. At Bowling Green Tractor, you can walk in and see for yourself just how easy these products are to handle. Bowling Green Tractor, your home for Ego. Power beyond belief.
The best coverage of high school sports on KJFM is brought to you by County Market in Louisiana and Vandalia, Perkins Electrical Services, and Bowling Green Pharmacy.
39-24, midway point of the second quarter. It'll be Panther ball after Starks and Bryant have dunked on consecutive possessions.
It's been a show.
This is prime time on a Friday night. Mayfield with it in the backcourt for the Panthers. Ahead to Sapp. Sapp back for Mayfield to Buelig, center of the lane, right in front of the free throw line. That's an easy spot to score from. And he didn't make a mistake. 39-26, 13-point Bobcat advantage. And losing it, trying to push a pass was Starks. Back to the Panthers. You don't want to let them back into this ball game, that's for sure. You had all the momentum after the two dunks. Here's Mayfield, hands it off for Reese Buelig, over to the far side for Jalen Countryman, back to Buelig, and that shot no good. Good defense that time by Starks. He's got the ball now for Bowling Green, hits the deck. Askew the three. Oh, man. Yes, Jess Askew.
That's his third.
42-26.
Wow.
Here's Starks. He tripped. Gives it to Askew. No. Back to Bryant. Near side. Askew for three. No. Off the rim, off the top of the backboard, not out of bounds. That was out of control there.
That was a
Marcus is a little hobbled. Takes a seat on the bench. You don't see him go to the bench very often. He's holding a wrist, it looks like, or yeah. So he took a couple of spills.
Yeah.
Almost another steal.
Oh, Brandon
Gam
Gam
does pick it up to the far side, though, and out of bounds. It's going to go back to Monroe City. with Bowling Green up 42-26 with 2:36 to play in the third.
Marcus had been the one all over the place making all the steals. So as soon as he sits down, Brandon Gibbs like, it's all right.
I got this.
I can be crazy. Run like a top.
Here's Mayfield across the line for the Panthers. Down to the baseline, center of the lane. That's Bulick, no good. Had to contend with Blaine Bryant, who comes up with the rebound for the Bobcats. Into the corner for Eskew. Jace gives it back to Blaine. Blaine over Holland, and they're going to call a charge. Second offensive foul tonight on Blaine Bryant. Gives it back to the Panthers with 2:16 to play in the third quarter.
That's where I got my third. I had attributed a foul from Blaine to Marcus.
Yeah.
Blaine with 2 fouls.
Yep.
Marcus with 2.
Turnaround shot. Oh, another block. That by Charlton, and here comes Bryant in transition for the Bobcats. He takes it in and dunks it. One-hander, his second rim rocker of the night, and a timeout on the floor with 1:53 to play. It's Bowling Green 44, Monroe City 26 here in the third on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Fessler Insurance Agency, a branch of Country Financial, and Custom Work Salon.
At Pike County Memorial Hospital, we know how important athletics are for your kids, but with an active lifestyle of sports comes health risks and safety hazards. As a certified athletic trainer at PCMH, I work closely with our primary care physicians, orthopedic doctors, and physical therapists. We can make a difference between safe play and dangerous injuries for your athletes. Working with Bowling Green Clopton and Louisiana schools, our goal is to provide the best possible outcome for your athlete. I'm Eric Schaefer, certified athletic trainer at Pike County Memorial Hospital. I'm at work while your athletes are at play.
Area high school sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by People's Bank and Trust, State Farm Insurance, Cindy Blaylock agent, and Bowie General Services.
All sorts of dunks tonight for Bowling Green. 44-26, they lead.
When they're not raining down 3-pointers.
Yeah, exactly. It's been either a 3 or a dunk for Bowling Green tonight. Marcus Starks back in the ball game after sitting for a couple minutes, tweaking that wrist. Holland back in for Monroe City to Mayfield. Floater to Bulick. Over Bryant, that shot long. Half for the rebound. And this time Charlton comes up with it. Bothered, takes it across the line himself. Stolen by Countryman from behind to Landon Holland. Now for Quincy Mayfield. Back to Landon Holland. Bounce pass for Bulick to Mayfield again. Mayfield out high. Minute 17 to go in the third quarter here at Monroe City. All Bowling Green so far tonight. Planner to Bulick, out high for Jalen Countryman. Countryman gives it to Landon Holland.
1 minute left in the quarter.
To Mayfield, back to Holland, works past one man. Yeah, that's a travel. Double jump there for Holland and gives it back to Bowling Green with 55.6 seconds to go. And the Bobcats up 18. I think they survived the first 5 minutes, like we said at halftime.
Yep.
Bowling Green has dominated this third quarter. Cross the line. They work it down to Blaine. Blaine kick out. Rainey into the ball game. Now to Starks. Starks on the baseline. Can't sneak it over the rim past Countryman. Ahead to Mayfield. Down to 35 seconds to go. Quincy across the line. Now to Countryman. Jalen up top for Holland. Holland to Mayfield. Starks on him. Kick out. Countryman over Bryant. Rims out. Blaine. And we're going to have a reach-in foul on Countryman.
Going to be his first.
15.8 seconds to go. Well, they got him for 2. I think they gave one of his to, or one of Starks to him. I think they gave one of Starks' fouls to Countryman on the scoreboard.
I'm not understanding. My stats are generally
not they put
off.
the wrong number 1. So I think Starks has 3. Countryman has 1.
Oh, they did. They finally changed it.
Yeah.
Okay. See, my stats are right.
Yeah, I was wondering if that was the problem earlier. Here's Rainey out high to Gibson. He lost control, got it back, gives it back to Marcus, down to 4 seconds. To Gibson, puts up the three. No. We've played three. Bowling Green leads Monroe City by 18, 44-26 from Monroe City High School on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Sun Window Company, Northeast Missouri Title Company, and Meyer Implement Company.
Royal Banks is your community bank with locations throughout St. Louis, St. Charles, Northeast Missouri, Granite City, and Jerseyville, Illinois. A Royal Bank branch is not far away. Royal Banks bring experienced staff and products and services designed to meet your professional and personal financial needs. Investing in our communities, one client at a time. Call 314-212-1500 today. Royal Banks of Missouri, member FDIC and equal opportunity lender.
Follow area high school sports throughout the season on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Shelter Insurance Agent Tim Jenkins, Eolia Landscape Supply, Royal Banks, and a taste of Philly.
Hear all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth. Sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana.
Bowling Green outscores Monroe City in the third quarter 19-8 to extend this to an 18-point lead, 44-26. Big time quarter, a lot of action in that one. Be Monroe City ball to start the third. Or start the fourth, rather. 44-26, and we're going to have a foul on Starks. That should be his fourth.
I was having to check my math. For Monroe City.
They still got him for just 3 on the board, but I think that's his fourth.
Well, they had changed it to 2.
That was the other number 1.
Right.
Countryman.
But Reese Bueling leads things for Monroe City with
now
8.
A tip and a take. Here we go. Starks. No. Couldn't get the dunk that time, and then he's tripped by Eskew. Coming back the other way. Mayfield flips it far side for Moss. Up high for Countryman. To Mayfield, near side. Nothing open right now. Bowling Green doing a really good job staying in their zone. A long range 3. Mayfield puts it through. His first points tonight.
That was a pretty three-pointer.
44-29, Bowling Green ahead, and yeah, he carried the ball.
Yep.
Gibson did on the far side. I think he was looking for the ball to do one thing, and it took off on him. Much to the delight of the man to our left.
A few of them, actually.
One loves to woo-hoo. Here's Gibson, or Mayfield, pass tipped. But Buelich recovers, gets to Holland. Holland leans into one, and Rainey going to pick up a personal.
Be the first on Neal.
Brent Holland going to go to the line to shoot a couple of free throws.
Be the first on Neal, but the fourth for the Bobcats.
They had quite a few fouls in the first half as well. First shot, in and out, no good for Holland. So Brent will have one more. He's got 5 points tonight. And he started the ball game along with Landon Holland, and that shot is no good. Countryman the rebound. Here's another 3. No. As they've gone kind of cold. Moss had a big first half. Grody is fouled prior to the shot. I think that one was on Moss. Ryan Moss's first foul. Rainey checks out. Bryant back in. Was on the floor, so it's still 44-29. Kick it out high. Gam to the near side, Starks. Starks works against Countryman, goes to the hoop, and he's fouled by Brent Holland. That's his second.
Be the second on Brent Holland, team's fourth.
And Marcus to the line. 14 points tonight for Starks. One successful dunk. First shot, in, out, back in. rattled down. 45-29, first point of the quarter for Bowling Green. A minute and 26 seconds in. Second shot, and he misses for the first time. Almost a tip back in by Bryant, but Bulig takes it away. 45-29, 6:25 to go. Bulig out high. Bobcats looking for the sweep here on Monroe City senior night. Ball taken away by Grody, and they're going to call something a tie-up. I'd have gone with the travel, I think. I don't think anyone really had much control of the ball other than Grody. And the arrow favors the Bobcats. And Doodle just walked down there and be by himself for a minute. Here's Gam to Askew. Askew's had a good night. He goes to the hoop and lays it in. Jace Askew, first points of the fourth quarter. He's got
17 for the night.
Yep. 47-29. Here's Mayfield with it. 5:50 to go.
17 points and 5 rebounds for Jace.
Bulig for three. That one's good. Reese Bulig. He's in double figures, has 11. 47-32. And thrown away by Marcus. Back to Monroe City and a timeout. No, just a substitution as Gibson comes back in for Aiden Grody. Five and a half to play. Out high, here's Reese Bulig. Far side, Moss for three, yes. Don't let him, heat back up. He was big in the first quarter. He's got 9 points all on the tray. 47-35, back to just a 12-point advantage and almost lost out of bounds, and Starks travels.
Don't look now, but we have 13 three-pointers that have been made in this game. 8 for Bowling Green, and now 5 for Monroe City.
And the Bobcats starting to get a little sloppy here and letting Monroe City back in the ball game. Here's Mayfield to Bulig.
You said a key to the game was not being overly showy.
Yep. Taken away by Gibson. Ahead to Starks. Back to Bryant, to Gibson, or to Starks again. Now out to Gam. Gam to Marcus. Almost lost it. He did lose it. One too many spins, and Bulig carried the ball. That's not called. It's knocked away. And they're going to call a foul against the Bobcats.
Yeah, they're going. I think Blaine Bryant's going to pick that one up.
That'd be his third.
Oh, I think. No, they called that on Marcus. That's his fourth.
Officially his fourth. And a timeout taken. 4:36, Bulig going to the line when we come back. Bowling Green leads 47-35 on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Advanced Physical Therapy, Silex Banking Company, and Rick Rodhouse Insurance Agency.
When you support a locally owned pharmacy, you're contributing to the growth of the community. The dollars you spend stay right here to support our local community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned pharmacies. There's one right here. Health Mart pharmacists have a personal commitment to their communities because, just like you, they support their community. Health Mart pharmacies are locally owned and hometown proud.
Louisiana is a Health Mart town. Family Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. The right people, the right price, right downtown. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
The area's best coverage of high school sports on Eagle 102, brought to you by Pike County Health Department, People's Savings Bank, and All Parts.
Little run here by the Panthers. They're back within a dozen of Bowling Green. 4:36 to go here in regulation. Mark Fronick, April Fronick, Friday Night Hoops. Final game of the night. We had Briggsville Perry in the KH2A Superfan Shootout, where they lost to West Hancock.
Yes. Yes, they lost 54-32. But the Tornadoes having a really good season this year.
Bowling Green girls won 40-39. The first game here tonight. And now the Bobcats have led by as many as 18. But their lead down to 11. As
Reese Bueling, perfect from the line tonight. So far, 3 for 3.
he's got a dozen points. Made them both. 10-point ball game. With still over half a quarter to play. Here's Eskew. To the near side for Gam. Gam knocked out of bounds off the shins of Nate Crumwitty on the Bowling Green bench. It'll stay Bobcat ball. 47-37. Bobcats have it. They'd be smart to run a little clock. Ball knocked away from Askew, and then it,
Countryman tried to save it, but it hit the backboard.
Hit the back of the backboard.
Back of the backboard, yes.
You remember riding in the back of the back when you were a kid?
Yes. I remember riding right in the hump in front too.
Yeah. That one off the mark. Moss the rebound, and here comes Monroe City. Down 10. 4:01 to go. Over to the far side. Mayfield, high arcing shot, no good. Countryman, the putback, it's an 8-point game. He's got 9.
They led, Bowling Green has led by as many as 18 points.
Yep. Back the other way to the hoop. No. Another rebound. Blake Lanner with the rebound. Down to 3:38 to go. Out high, Bueling. Near side, Mayfield for 3. That's off the mark. Countryman, the putback. Yes, and a foul. Uh-oh. Bowling Green's in trouble now.
Yep. There's some fans in here. It is their best day.
Yeah. The foul will be the third on Eskew.
His third, team 6th.
Jalen Countryman at the line.
Jalen 1 for 3 so far.
He made that one, and it is a 5-point game.
Old-fashioned 3-point play.
Now a foul going to be whistled against the Panthers as Eskew was bringing it up the floor.
Calling that one on Toby Sapp. That'll be his first, team's 5th. Or Ryan Moss.
Yeah, they got him.
His second.
They're both there.
Team's 5th.
Here's Eskew, hasn't knocked away, but right back to Charlton. Jackson with the ball for the Bobcats. To Gibson. Gibson, couple of spins, gets it back to Jackson on the far point. Charlton feeds it inside. Blaine Bryant kicks near corner. Gibson for 3. Long. That corner 3 just has not been friendly to Bowling Green tonight. They've only made 1. 5 minutes gone. 5-point ball game. We're in the 4th quarter here from Monroe City. Over to the far side. Mayfield off a foot, and they're going to call the kick. Good call. Staying with the Panthers. 2:50 to play. Coach Smith kind of pacing right now on the Bowling Green sideline. Moss will inbound. Comes to the near side with it for Bueling. Guarded closely by Bryant. Out high for Quincy Mayfield. Mayfield hands it off. Here's Countryman, far side for Moss. Moss back for Mayfield. Drops it to Planner. Bueling way out high, down to 2.5 minutes to go. Got it, give and go to the hoop. Yes, and a foul.
Yep,
Bueling.
Bryant's going to get run up on that one.
Blaine Bryant.
7 points for Bueling in this 4th quarter. He's been a spark plug too.
The 18-point lead down to 3 and a chance to make it 2 from the line.
There's some impressive dunks.
Yeah. Since that, though, it is a 2-point game. 47-45. Bulig makes the free throw. Here's Charlton. Stark sitting on the bench with 4 fouls, and it's been all Monroe City. Really, ever since he missed that dunk.
Yeah.
Kickoff. Here's Bryant, and he can't hit. Gam is hobbled coming up the floor. Monroe City could tie with a 2, take the lead with a 3. And that is taken away by Gam. Ahead to Charlton. Wait for your teammates. No, he takes it all the way, and he's going to get the offensive foul. I disagree. There is no way that Bulig was set. He was running sideways. That's a blocking foul. Charlton called for the personal.
That's his first. Team's 8.
And
they seem to have forgotten that it's 1-1.
No, that you can't do that on an offensive foul.
Oh, right.
47-45.
That's me listening to the fans. Who are all screaming for it.
Yeah. Minute 47 to play. 2-point Bowling Green lead. Gam's okay. He's going to check back in at the next whistle. Here's Moss. Fakes the 3. Gives it back to Bulig. To Mayfield. Gibson on him. To the near side for Countryman. Jalen Countryman out high. Quincy Mayfield drops it off. And that shot's good. We're tied. Blake Lanner's first points of the night tie the game. Here's Starks. Ball stolen, but the referee got in the way. Break for Bowling Green.
I mean a big break for Bowling Green.
Bowling Green only 1 basket from the field here in the fourth quarter. 3 points is all they've put in. And they've seen their 18-point lead completely disappear.
47
and this crowd,
with 1:16 to go. Banner's getting just a hero's welcome back to the bench.
Oh, almost thrown away. Gets it to Gibson. Gibson now to Bryant. Back to the top. Gibson 3. Good. Wow. Maybe that'll slow things down a little bit. Zach Gibson with a tray to put Bowling Green ahead by 3. 50-47. Down to 58 seconds to go in this ball game. Here's Bulig to Moss. Ryan Moss, a sophomore. Back to Reese Bulig. Turnaround shot. No. Rebound picked up by Gibson, and he is just hammered from behind by Holland. I think Holland
got his money's worth.
Well, I think he was going down, and Gibson got in the way.
He got drilled pretty good.
That's the third foul on Brett Holland.
Right.
A 6'4" freshman. Yeah.
Both Hollands have 3 fouls along with Reese Bulig.
And a timeout taken by Bowling Green, I believe, with 46.9 seconds to go. They lead 50-47 here at Monroe City on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Lynn's Heritage House, Kraus Realty, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
This is Tara Grody, and People's Savings Bank is excited to announce the Bobcat debit card. People's Savings Bank believes in giving back to the communities we serve, and that begins with the school district. Every time you use your Bobcat debit card as a credit, People's Savings Bank will give the school district 5 cents. That may not sound like a lot of money, but since starting this program 6 years ago, PSB has been able to give back over $120,000. Open an account online at ourpsb.com or stop by our branch. We are the one with a bright blue roof. Start earning the Bowling Green School District money today just by using your debit card. Member FDIC.
Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Brought to you by Cellular and Satellite Center, Pike County Memorial Hospital, and Community State Bank of Missouri.
50-47, Bobcats lead. The Lady Cats beat Monroe City earlier by a score of 40-39.
Here in this fourth quarter, Monroe City so far outscoring Bowling Green 21-6.
Wow. It'll be Bobcat ball and Gam to inbound.
That is quite a turn of events here in one quarter.
It was an 18-point Bobcat lead.
And now it's just 46.9 seconds left.
Tip your hat. Here's Bryant. He's fouled. Oh, they could get the intentional there. As Landon picks up his 4th personal. 45.1 seconds to go. Blaine Bryant will go down to shoot 1-and-1s, as that was the 17th foul right there. Blaine Bryant. 6 points tonight, couple of dunks, and a couple of free throws. Coming back in the ball game for Bowling Green is Drew Dalton. They'll replace Starks, who has 4 fouls. Blaine Bryant at the line. And his first shot, good. Earns the second, and it's a 2-possession game now. 45.1 on the clock, 4-point lead. And the second shot is short. Not the worst idea. I mean, not the worst thing in the world. It's still a 2-possession game, and they couldn't set anything up. Here's Mayfield. Over to the far side for Moss. Back for Quincy Mayfield. Gibson all over him to Bulig. Drew Dalton covering. Now to Countryman on the near side. On the wing, back to Planner. Planner gives it to the far side now for Bulig. Bulig works his way to the hoop. No. Got his own rebound. Put back, yes. And it's a 2-point game. 18 points now for Bulig and a timeout taken by the Panthers. 51-49. It'll be Bowling Green ball with 11.7 seconds to go. Bobcats lead by 2 here from Monroe City on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by Bowling Green Ready Mix and Kearns Construction, Center Locker Service, and PJ Salon.
Ingram Plumbing has always been known for its outstanding plumbing service, but did you know that Ingram's is also the largest retail plumbing supply store in the area? We carry Delta faucets, a complete line of Whirlpool tubs and showers, jacuzzi pumps, and many other specialty items. Stop by Ingram Plumbing today, Highway 61, Bowling Green.
Follow area high school sports on KJFM Radio. Brought to you by Brown's Processing and Smokehouse Meats, Young Enterprises, and Family Drug.
11.7 seconds to go, 51-49. Bowling Green leads here at Monroe City High School on senior night for the Panthers. Lady Cats beat Monroe City 40-39 earlier. And now the Bobcats, who led by 18 in this fourth quarter, have seen their lead drop actually all the way down to 0 before that three-pointer, and now lead by 2 and have the ball with 11.7 seconds to go. So if they get the ball in, expect an immediate foul from the Panthers.
Monroe City's outscored Bowling Green 23-7 here in this fourth quarter to erase that 18-point lead.
And the officials are telling that the Monroe City coaches to get out of the way. All right, here we go. Blaine Bryant with it, gets it ahead to Gibson. And finally they call a foul at center court against Braylon Stark. Stark was in there, he did his job, he fouled, but they let almost 4 seconds roll off the clock before they fouled Zach Gibson. He's got 6 points tonight, pair of threes.
8th team foul.
He needs to hit both of them to make it a 2-possession game. 1 to protect against the 3 beating you.
Zach Gibson with a pair of 3-pointers. He had 1 in the first quarter, and 1, of course, here in this fourth quarter.
He
A big
drains
one.
the first to earn the second. That was the important one. Now he can make it a 2-possession game with 8.2 on the clock. 52-49, Bobcats, second shot, good as well. Oh, Gibson, 8 points, and here we go, down to 6 seconds. Over far side, Bulig down to 4, they waited too long. Here's a 3, Bulig doesn't hit, and that'll do it. Bowling Green wins this ball game by a final of 53-49. The Bobcats survive here. Couple of late rushes by the Panthers and Lady Panthers to sweep the Monroe City Senior Night. Back with the post game for you after this on Eagle 102.
The Eagle 102 postgame show is coming up.
Hey, this is Ryan with Mid-America Auto and Towing in Bowling Green, and we've got the lot looking good and ready to go. We've got something for everybody's budget. We have a constant rotation of new inventory, including cars, trucks, and SUVs. So if you're out and you're looking for a new car, come by and see me. The Mid-America Auto and Towing, just off Highway 54 in Bowling Green, is a one-stop shop. Like us on Facebook or check out our website, midamericaautoandtowing.com.
The Mercantile Bank of Louisiana is introducing MercBK Mobile. With the ability to take a picture of your check and deposit it into your Mercantile Bank account, you'll never have to worry about getting to the bank. Find more information by visiting mercbk.com. The Mercantile Bank, located on the corner of 3rd and Georgia Streets in downtown Louisiana. Member FDIC.
On every journey, you should enjoy peace of mind. I'm Corey Buchanan. At Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, we take pride in keeping you protected. That's why we offer discounts for good students, safe driving, and more. Trust us to look out for the road ahead. For a free insurance quote on your home, auto, farm, or ATV needs, give myself or
Shelley Clocky
a call today. Pike County Mutual Insurance Company, on the square in Bowling Green.
High school sports on your area sports leader, Eagle 102. Brought to you by Bowling Green Tractor, Vicki Cadwalder, Real Estate, and Ingram Plumbing.
Bringing you all the action from the Eagle 102 broadcast booth, sponsored by Family Drug in Louisiana. Time now for the Eagle 102 post-game show on KJFM.
Well, it wasn't supposed to come down to the final 30 seconds, but it did. Bowling Green hangs on for a 53-49 victory at Monroe City to sweep Monroe City's senior night. Bowling Green led 44-26 after 3 quarters, and just a huge fourth quarter comeback to actually come back and tie the game. They erased that 18-point deficit in the final 8 minutes, but it came down to Blaine Bryant hit a free throw, and Zach Gibson hit a couple. A big 3 from Zach Gibson as well. That put him back up in the
and then he made it a 2-possession game there at the very end. So Zach Gibson came up huge.
Yeah, he's kind of the savior tonight for Bowling Green with 5 points in the final 35 seconds or so to deliver the victory for Bowling Green. 53-49 our final. We can breathe now as both these games came down to the final minute after
final seconds.
Yeah.
And 11 seconds.
Yeah, it was 11 seconds both times for sure. 53-49 the final. Bowling Green over Monroe City. We'll have the final scoring numbers for you after this on Eagle 102.
Game of the Week coverage with Eagle 102 Sports brought to you by McMailer & Sons Backhoe and Excavating, Fessler Insurance Agency, a branch of Country Financial, and Custom Works Salon.
From the classic cheesesteak and rich crab cakes, a taste of Philly in Bowling Green is a fan favorite. A meal ready for you before or after the game, and game day jerseys are welcome. Open 7 days a week. A taste of Philly. Business Highway 54 West in Bowling Green.
Some of my fondest childhood memories are from volunteering with my grandmother. Helping others was her passion. She'd always say, the sweetest fruits of life come from serving others. And she was right.
At Shelter Insurance, we strive to make a positive impact in the communities where we work and live.
See me, Tim Jenkins, at 3404 Georgia Street for a free insurance review.
It's a great time to buy or sell a home. I'm Vicki Cadwalder, and I take pride in offering skills that make the process go smoothly from beginning to end. Even after closing, I enjoy staying in touch and being there to help you if you have any other needs or questions. Call me and we'll create a personalized plan just for you. Vicki Cadwalder Real Estate, loving our small town life.
The most complete coverage of high school sports is on Eagle 102, and it's brought to you by Mid-America Auto and Towing, the Mercantile Bank, and Pike County Mutual Insurance.
53-49 the final. Bowling Green over Monroe City. And we had some big moments, a couple of dunks from Blaine Bryant.
One from Marcus Starks.
Yeah, he was 1 for 2 attempting dunks tonight.
Yes.
And the second one actually kind of fired up Monroe City. When he missed that second dunk,
that's when they went on a 23-point, ripped off 23 points straight.
Yeah, and actually pulled this game even at one point in the final minute before
But 3 dunks
Gibson's
and
3.
14 three-pointers. That's a pretty exciting ball game.
Yes, it was a very exciting Friday night as both the men's and girls' games came down to the final seconds. You got the final scoring tallied up?
I certainly do. All right, so it was, taking you through the game, it was Bowling Green outscoring Monroe City 17-11 in that first quarter, and then really putting it to them in the second. It was the Marcus Starks, Jace Eskew with 3-point shooting gallery. Bowling Green outscored Monroe City 18-7 for a halftime score 35-18. Then it was The Bobcats just edging the Panthers 9-8 in that third quarter, and then as we have pointed out, it was Monroe City that just reeled off 23 points in that fourth quarter, outscoring Bowling Green 23-9. Brought it right down to the wire. So the final 53-49. Bowling Green 10 for 14 from the free throw line. Monroe City 8 for 11 from the charity stripe.
Keep going.
Okay. For Monroe City, it was Reese Bulig leading things with 18 points. He had 10 of those just in the fourth quarter alone. 12 points for Jalen Countryman. 9 points for Ryan Moss. He was the big free throw or 3-point shooter for Monroe City. 5 points for Brent Holland, 3 for Quincy Mayfield, and 2 for Blake Fanner. For Bowling Green, it was Jace Eskew with 17 points tonight. He also had 5 rebounds, for 15 points for Marcus Starks, 8 points for Zach Gibson. As we mentioned, he had 2 3-pointers that were very important. 3 points for Jackson Charlton, 3 for Drew Charlton. And I will just point out, for the night, Marcus Starks, 2 3-pointers and a dunk. Jace Eskew, 3 3-pointers and 2 dunks. It's Blaine Bryant, excuse me. Jace did a lot of work giving the assists on those. Okay. And then Zach, I gave Zach Gibson's
8 points,
2 3-pointers.
Blaine.
Jackson Charlton had a 3-pointer. Drew Dalton had a 3-pointer. So, pretty exciting.
17 for Eskew, 15 for Stark, 6 for Bryant.
I said all that.
I think you stopped in the middle. But anyway, 53-49. And 5 of the 6 last points scored by Gibson on the 3 to give Bowling Green back the lead after Monroe City had tied it in the fourth quarter. And then he hit both free throws to make it a 2-possession game. And after that, I think it was just kind of desperation for the Panthers as they try to draw up a 3-pointer and a foul.
Yeah.
I think that's what they were looking for in the final 11 seconds. It didn't pan out for them. 53-49, our final. Bowling Green over Monroe City. Before that, it was Bowling Green over Monroe in ladies varsity action, 40-39. And prior to that, from the
Quincy shootout at
the
QND.
Superfan shootout from KHQA at QND High School.
It was Grigsville Perry falling to West Hancock 54-32, but still a good season overall going for Grigsville Perry.
Great night of basketball here on KJFM on a Friday night. Big time Friday. And Bowling Green gets 2 wins here to end out the night. 53-49 the final in this one. For April Fronick and Brendan back at the station, Mark Fronick saying we'll see you next week for more basketball on Eagle 102.
You've been listening to Area High School Sports on Eagle 102. Join us each week as we bring you the best of Area High School Sports on air at 102.1, online at kjfmradio.com, and on the KJFM radio app. You can find a full recap of scores online and daily during Eagle 102 Sports, all from your area sports leader, KJFM Radio. You're listening to Eagle.